Hey everybody, you're going to like this one. This is what happens when you get a truck wash, right here. When you get a truck wash, you get screwed the very next day. So, it's my fault. I did it. It was clean. It was perfectly clean. Now it ain't. So, I was up in Gypsum, Colorado, and my load is propane tanks. These are all used, and as you can see, it's quite an interesting deal. Everything's covered in just absolute filth. I just came out, I had to wait a day just to get out of there because I-70 was closed, and then they had chain laws going on also on Loveland Pass, which is hazardous material bypass for Eisenhower Tunnel. It's required. And, you know, it's kind of hairy, you know. It really is. I mean, there was a lot of time, most of the time I was 25 miles an hour. So, this is loaded in stages. These are loaded by chain, by boom truck. It's on the back of his Peterbilt tractor. He's got a boom truck built in, and he drops his sets of 3, all by chain, and then he sets up another, the cradle system, and then he drops another 3, and then he drops another 3. So I had to put a belly strap up there on the one set, and there's belly strap here. And some are wooden cradle and some are metal, but they're all padded and put together, and some lay in, like when you see right here. See that one right there? That one's laid in on top of the straps, and it's nested in there. So you only tighten your straps only so far, and you nest that in there. That's to keep the other tanks from spreading. And it's quite a deal. And all my tarps and all my crap is down in between them. But just to get that loaded up just right, that's what we have to do. And I got a ton of straps on these 1,000-gallon ones. I bought double belly and then 2 over the top of the 500s, and then that's pretty much it. And I threw these brand new 2-inch straps just as an afterthought, just to kind of like cover the footage of it. I mean, for weight, these things don't weigh as much as you would think, but we covered the control and length of product. So inside, I'll get in here and you can see where my tarps are. They're just laying in there, they ain't coming out, and nothing will slide fast and underneath there. There's no problem. You can kind of see, I can't get up in there, but I want you guys to see. I stuck the camera way up in there. And that's going on. Same thing here. Set of 3 cradles, next set of 3 cradles, and next set of 3. I used a 3-inch where I had room for my belly strap. Now these ones twisted a little bit, but I also was using a bar to actually tighten these. You have to be real careful not to teeter-totter them. And I was doing my best because you got all this business and you have to watch all your straps, and he's up there feeding the straps to make sure it doesn't go on here and get cut. So he's got up there, up above, he's got the straps running in between the materials. Now these tops, he just pitches them over in the corner, and then they're trapped. There's nothing needed to hold them on because they are trapped by another tank, and that's not going to happen. So on the back we've got 5 1,000-gallon tanks, and we got the cradling again, and one of them he turned upside down because of that. Guy lifted one of these, I guess was loading it, and it slipped and it killed him because he had on a damaged ring, and when he was loading it, it came off and just crushed him. So I'm doing my best to try and make sure there's enough stuff on these. I've got 3 4-inch straps on here, and they're in these metal cradles. Now those cradles are connected. Let's see if we can get to the back here. I'm standing on ice, so I don't know if we can see it. There we go. You can see the cradle right there. See where the carpeting is? Okay, that's part of the steel cradle that they built, custom built. Now you see the rest of them, the steel's connected down here too. So nothing's going to slip. These are all welded cradles that go back to the the customer. They send their truck out to load these locations, and we carry the materials in. They refurbish these tanks for use again. So they'll sandblast and paint and new valves and new stuff. So I hate it. I had my truck nice and clean, and it was pretty much a waste of money. But I had all that oil-filled crap all over the truck. It was just gross, nasty, covered in dust, just total shit. I still got my missing placard holder. They never can seem to get one. So I've got my custom one right here, and it's fine. I tape the edges. I use the adhesive back. I pull it back, glue it on, and this is a plexiglass cover over it to keep it clean, and also for wind. So none of this stuff, you know, those lids, they're all trapped. They're not coming off. It is a trippy looking load, guys and gals. I'm telling you right now, it's just trippy as hell. You see everything's right up front, it's squared away. And this is a residual propane. There is no heavy-duty amounts of propane in any of the cylinders, but just residual amounts. And all I can do is hope now is for a flippin' rainstorm to clean my truck, because I'm so pissed. I just, you know, I shouldn't have done it, but it was so bad. It was so sunshiny. It was 75 degrees. And I was up there in Gypsum staying overnight, waiting for the loading the next morning, and boom, the wind hit at like 10:30 that night. Next morning it was blizzard, just a whiteout. So I'll back up and we'll go back around. This one you're gonna like. I know you will. Filthy truck, piggy truck. Was clean, now piggy truck. I carry chains to comply with Colorado laws. They're right there. But am I going to throw them? Hell no. That's my choice. Especially if I have residual propane. Think about it this way. If you have any kind of gaseous emissions from any of those valves, and you're throwing sparks from a set of chains, well, that ain't going to mix too good. I might get there faster than I expect by getting launched. So I'm not going to do it. It's my choice, driver prerogative, and if it's that bad, I'm hauling this kind of load. That's also point number 2, is I'm not going to risk it with this kind of stuff. I can't go switching things around and worry about fishtailing and breaking loose and having stuff, you know. Why push the issue is the point. That's my point. Look at that. You wouldn't want to go fishtailing with something like that. Hell no. So I hope you guys like this one. I'll get you some videos up. And I appreciate you watching. And we'll see you on the road.